Ladies and gentlemen, you're welcome to the show tonight. I know most of us are still in bed. Some people are still going to bed, but we're in a crisis, and anytime we can come online, in case of emergency, we can. So we try to make sure that we have some information every day. And so please, if you are just joining, hit your share button, hit the button that says subscribe. Okay, you subscribe so that you see. If you are for YouTube, subscribe to the channel, click the button that says subscribe so that you can see me anytime I come online on YouTube. Those people who are watching from Facebook, hit the like button on the page, hit the following button so that you follow me, so that anytime I come on Facebook, you'll see me. Okay, thank you. This is ID Mind Media, Radio and Television. This is your host, Fritz Misodi. Today we want to look at those leaders who have not really done something in this struggle, but they think that anything that happens should come through them. So they don't see any gains diplomatically or any thing that is happening in the struggle as a benefit to the struggle if it's not coming from them. One of such people are former President Sako. Okay, I listened to his audio today. I will not have time to play it. Okay, but the audio was more of talking about that the diplomatic breakthrough. They should bring proof. Sorry for my French. He said they should bring proof, but I want to stand first for that first point, proof. He said they should bring proof. So what I want to say is that from 2016, then went to 2017, Sako took over in 2018, where he had the money, he had the support, he had everything that a president could succeed. Okay, guess what? He went and hired this Foley Hawk. Foley Hawk is the law firm. This law firm had a lot of requirements, but at that time we had a lot of money, so there was nothing that that law firm could ask that our people could not provide. Okay, we made sure everything that Sako wanted was always there. Now, what happened is that Sako went ahead, and instead of working with this law firm and bringing the result that we needed, Sako instead did not do anything with that law firm. Our people were not really focused on that, on the diplomatic side though, because so Sako took advantage of that. Okay, there was no accountability. We were just like excited to see that we have a president, and we're trying to work with him. We're trying to make sure that we see what we can do and to promote the struggle, right? We're not really focused on accountability. We knew that we have a government, we have our own counties. Okay, we had our counties, and we had, so our focus was more on trying to see how we can help finance from our own LGAs, then the LGAs, then they go now to the counties. Counties now send some money now. All counties were supposed, were obliged to send money to the federal government. Okay, so this is what I'm saying. The agreement that Sako had with this Foley hog was about almost $50,000 to $90,000. The agreement. And what happened? There was no result that came. Nothing for the the money. This law firm was hired on a monthly pay. It was not like you pay, So imagine if you hire some law firm for that kind of money, how much do you think you'll be paying that law firm every month? Okay, irrespective of whether the law firm is doing something or not. So the law firm is just there doing nothing. Sako is doing nothing. He is just bringing the bills. The Ambazonian people are footing the bills for him. That's what happened. And when we realized all this thing going on, we started blaming ourselves. That how do we get here? Putting somebody who is this crookish, stealing, corrupt, this kind of leader who does not want accountability. But it's when other people started coming up who say, wow, is this the situation that we'll find ourselves? Okay. Little do we know that Sako has been a fair man back in Cameroon before even traveling. Like 4 people came up, gave their stories. We did not believe them back then. We did not believe them. We say no, they are lying. They are the one of the house that he said God gave him the house. No, the story is there. But these are things that I am an investigator. I investigate criminals in America. And when you do investigation, you have a lot of files of that person. Okay? I'm still saying that if we want to do background check of Sako today, Sako cannot work in any government entity in America. He cannot. Because one, he will fail all the tests. First, the regular test he will fail. The other test we call polygraph, he will fail polygraph, because when they put those things on your body like that, you start lying, they know. He will fail the polygraph. Then not to talk of clearance. Before you reach to that level of clearance, you must have even passed a regular background check. Sako can never pass those checks. No one day. Because his past records are just dirty. Then when you trust this kind of person to say, okay, this is my leader, and you know this person is very corrupt, he has a very, very soiled background check. Come on, let's be honest. You in your rightful mind, you're supporting somebody that is corrupt, has a very soiled background. And the person in America, Sako cannot even pass any test. Never. For what I know of Sako will never pass any test or work maybe in the federal government. No one day. That is a mistake we did. Because anybody that wanted to be a president was supposed to have clearance. Clearance in America, anybody in the federal level, you have clearance. They'll check your record, check your credit record, credit score. They'll check. Then sometimes they even go back to your home country. Yes, when they want to give you a clearance, they'll ask the American embassy there to investigate you. So imagine with the stories that we hear of Sako in the past, then you still confer this person trust. man, then some of you are not in this America. Because if you are trusting a corrupt person, a fraudulent person, then you yourself, you are fraud. You are a fraud. Because you cannot put trust in somebody to run a country. The person has been impeached, the person has been removed, you are still there behind him. You know that this person is a corrupt person. It's so funny, but you don't. Oh shit! I hope it's not. Oh, sorry. Let me. That is what I'm saying, but I wanted to make that clear, right? Let me bring up the story that Sako used to say. We have conferred a lot of money to this guy in the past. He never did any diplomacy. He lied. When he lied, he said he's going to Brazil. The first diplomatic breakthrough that he lied. He went to Brazil, but to promote his book. You know, we are adults. You know, at least, Masa, when you fool we, Masa, no, we will not say you lie, Masa. We were very happy because that was the first diplomatic breakthrough that Sako promised that he's gonna do. We say, wow, Brazil, that's how we're happy. He went to Brazil, but to promote a book that he said he wrote it. Come now to that landlord in the house in Limbe, Victoria. That Sako said that the house was ghosted. He went to the house. God gave him the house. It was all lies, big lies. You know, when you have these stories of somebody, and some people say, no, this guy, no, they are just talking about him. No, okay. Why I'm bringing this is because you have been there before, right? You do not achieve anything. Then now, somebody who is achieving something, you are coming to jealous the person. You see, when you were there, they gave you all the monies, thousands of dollars to hire this law firm. You hired the first one, they did nothing. We never asked you the money. If it was something that were really rigorous to really give accountability, we would have said, Sako, we need that money. Because we don't know how the money passed. We don't know what that law firm did. The money went like that. He went again and said that there's another law firm. You want to go and get another law firm. People give the money. Till today, we don't know the law firm that Sako took. We don't know. The second law firm. The first one, at least we knew the name. Foley Hawk. That was the first law firm that Sako went and called. The second law firm, we don't even know till today. And when the Restoration Council asked Sako to come for audit, Ngangang, Sako no go. Sako no go for audit. Why? Because there was a lot of baggage. And see how crookerish person they, right? He no go for election. He no go for audit. Back then, Secretary Chris, as a Secretary of State for Communication, went for audit. He went for audit. He was audited. Sako no go for audit. Why? He the fear. But they don't see that in the way he do. Okay. I don't talk say the mistake we will be doing we will just be excited for have president, we have government, we have our own country. We don't believe in things say any man as a president, you must be vetted, your background check, you go through all this clearance so that there's no conflict of interest. But back then, we nobody think this thing. We don't know say where any man go be president. See what way they become now. Mafia boss. Just the lie. I go play this video. Make una see how Sako lie. Say some house be they way they give for free. When I wait till we talk. lies, and at the end of the day, all that thing, so Sako na just mafia lie with lie. Nothing, did they? This is the owner of the house where Sako be the stay for Victoria, where Sako no pay rent for almost 1 year. On a year, I still talk. On a no go, we need to talk na two way, get evidence. On a year, 2 way, he talk.
Good morning, everyone. My name is Ernest Kumba. I'm the director of Gaza Media. But I'm not here to report for Gaza Media, but just to respond to a video that I've seen circulating on social media, Facebook, WhatsApp, about a comment. Sako explaining a certain house in Limbe that he lived there for many years and did not pay rent because he did not have money, because that house was haunted. There were demons in the house. No one could live there. And he was able to live there, and they told him to live there for rent free. Just take a quick run of the video, then I will dive into it.
The year 2000,
No ano 2000,
it was so bad for me
ficou tão ruim para mim
that I didn't have money to rent a house.
que eu não tinha dinheiro para alugar uma casa.
So I went around town by faith after prayer.
Eu pesquisei na cidade por fé, depois de orar.
I was looking for a house.
Eu estava procurando uma casa.
So I saw a house.
Então eu vi uma casa.
I walked there to go and ask whether that house is for rent.
E eu fui lá e perguntei se aquela casa estava para alugar.
I had no money in my pocket.
Não tinha dinheiro no meu bolso.
They said yes.
E eles disseram sim.
The house is for rent.
A casa está para alugar.
But that house is haunted.
Mas aquela casa é mal assombrada.
Nobody rents that house.
Ninguém aluga aquela casa.
If you pay your rent,
Se você pagar o seu aluguel,
demons will throw you out.
demônios vão te tirar de lá.
Sako is explaining. The fact is that Sako did not have a job. That is quite true. I don't think he has ever had a job. But Sako was living there prior to 2000. But that house was paid by the deeper life to which he belongs to in Newtown. When Sako was excommunicated from that church because he embezzled money, we learned that money was given to him to put to the bank, to go and deposit in the bank. But Sako never did. So that's why he was excommunicated. And for that reason, the Deeper Life Church did not pay rent any longer. From that time on, Sako did not pay the rent because he did not have a job. In 2001, when I came to Limbe with my family, we saw how the house has been transformed to a school. We said, no, this is a family house of 5-bedroom. You cannot transform a living house to a school and to a church. When we're talking about a school, this is like a school of about maybe 7 people. He's talking about church of about 3 families that on Sunday they will come and sit there and sing.
You cannot live there.
Você não pode viver lá.
I said, I want to see the owner of the house.
E eu falei, eu quero ver o dono da casa.
So they took me to the owner.
Então me levaram ao dono.
I said, I want to rent this house.
E eu falei, eu quero alugar essa casa.
Well, I don't have money.
Bom, eu não tenho dinheiro.
But if you can permit me to stay there, when I get money, I will pay you.
Se você me permitir que eu fique lá, quando eu conseguir dinheiro, eu te pago.
He said, can you stay there?
Ele disse, você pode ficar lá?
I said, my God can stay there.
Eu falei, meu Deus pode ficar lá.
He said, are you a pastor?
Ele disse, você é um pastor?
I said, yes, I'm a pastor.
E eu disse, sim, eu sou
He
pastor.
said, okay, no problem.
Ele disse, ok, sem problema.
I give you the keys.
Te dou a chave.
5-bedroom house.
Uma casa de 5 quartos.
So that is how I got a house to stay.
Então foi assim que eu consegui uma casa para ficar.
I entered there, I said, God,
Eu entrei e eu disse,
you are the
Deus,
one who gave me this house.
foi o Senhor quem me deu essa casa.
Darkness and light cannot dwell in the same house.
A treva e eu não podemos morar no mesmo lugar.
So I thank you for this house.
Então eu te agradeço por essa casa.
Hallelujah.
Aleluia!
I lived in that house for 3.5 years.
Eu morei naquela casa 3 anos e meio.
After 8 months, I could not pay.
Because what happened was Sako believed that because the owner of the house was not in Limbe and probably has passed away, the caretaker, who was an elder person, had traveled to the US for medical reasons. So there would be no one again. So Sako just wanted to own the house. But when I came, I told Sako, no, you have to leave because we want to do some reconstruction. Sako will not budge. So I went to court in Limbe and take a 30 days notice to evict him from the house. 30 days elapsed, Sako did not move. Then we went to court. after several hearing upon hearing, Sako saw that things were not coming well on his side. He went to Cosmos Book Publisher around Half Mile, around Middle Farm Junction, and asked the manager that they should produce him fake receipt for the past year that he bought books and school utensil worth 3 million CFA. They said, but you've never bought any books or anything from her. How should we be issuing you this kind of receipt? He said, no, he has a certain case in the court. One guy describing me that I came, I've destroyed the school, I've stolen books. The manager of that bookshop called me and said, this is what is happening. Is that true? I said, no. I said, we'll have the case in court. If you lie, you can issue fake receipt. It will be disproven in court. He said, no, they can't do that. First of all, he had never bought any books from them. So why should I even be issuing him receipts? So we went to court time and again. Finally, after several hearings, Sako was evicted from that house. I have all the court records. All the files are there. Sako, if you are watching at me, you know that is true. That MS evicted you from that house because you were unable to pay the rent.
Wow, that is amazing. So why are we playing this? We are playing this because you have to know where Sako came from. He came from a background of fraud, corruption, and all these things. And we didn't know, little do we know that this is his past. Okay? Because when you want to confer somebody with this kind of role of responsibility, we're supposed to check his background to know all these things. Okay, that is how they do background check to some post of responsibility. You know, in each job in America, they have levels of background check that they do. Yes, levels of background check. And Sako, being to be elected as a president then, would have gone through secret clearance. Secret clearance is the one that they'll check all this kind of record, like what this man is saying like this. Sako will never be, even the least federal job, Sako can never have it in America. Never with this kind of record. Because they'll go back now and check those details. And seeing this, what is happening now, this is fraud of the first order. You know, that Sako was excommunicated from his church, Deeper Life. You know what it means, excommunication? If they excommunicate you in a church, know that you have done something bad. Yes, excommunication means that you're taken out of the church. You did something bad. Right? Sako went to fraud receipt. And wanted to take to court to show as proof that the owner of the house that he has been there for almost a year or 2 years, he has not paid rent. You want to go and implicate the owner of the house so that he can own the house. See how, there is nothing that you can tell me something about this. There are things that you do that you were supposed to pass through jail. Any cookies thing that you did when it's just that some people are lucky in life that they do things and they go away with it. Sako is one of those lucky people because you have the opportunity, they give you every opportunity, then you misuse that opportunity, then you keep blaming people, right? Someone that was unable to pay the rent, and that same mentality that he had in Cameroon back then, he brought that in America. Until this struggle, Sako could not pay his rent. Sako could not pay his rent. Sako could not work anything. He was in one church there that he was saying that he's preaching what there. A lady came up that Sako, that the name that Sako was using was John Dinga. He was not using his real name. John Dinga, that's the name that he gave that lady. So when they call Sako John Dinga, they call him all those names. It's a name he gave somebody that he fraud. So these are the trend I'm telling you, that if you saw us that had been with this Sako before and ran away, when they fool you once, fool you twice, and you still stay with somebody, then fool you thrice, then you are the biggest fool. Yes, because once they fool you once, you can understand that, okay, you want to see maybe the person can change. They fool you again, you still stay there. You are still seeing lies and kind of fraudulent kind of things passing within you. Now, let's come back now to the issue that happened in our recognition, right? Yes, when you see someone like Sako, who was given all the opportunities, I keep saying this because it's the delay of this struggle. Any leader that has been one way or the other, did that deception, that hypocrisy, okay, Sako is one of those persons that if it's not coming from him, he better all things spoil. The same mentality that he had. Remember, we were kicked out of ABC TV. I can remember we were there, Dr. Ngwambe, SOS, Mike Fusi. We have people like Sama Thomas. He ordered them to kick us out of the ABC TV because we were bringing in people like what Comrade Chris Ano is doing, right? He's bringing people from other groups and everything. Sako did not want that. Anybody that was not following Sako considered that person an enemy. You are an enemy. And that mentality, some of the people, they click there, some of the few 10 people surrounding him there, just like that kind of this thing. Because I don't know if it's complex, that you are afraid of position. I don't know what they are afraid of, but it was so strange to us as the people working in ABC TV, right? Where we say, but we are running away from these CPGM style things. Why is Sako trying to practice the same CPGM? We start to think that this thing is not working, right? That is when we started fallout from ABC TV. All right, we start following, and most of us now did not go on air on ABC no more. That is what happened. Sako started showing his dictatorship. When we were there, we saw it coming. And what happened? He refused to go for auditing. He refused to go for elections. He refused to succumb after he'd been impeached and removed. He went and created his own parliament. He created his own. So he's just doing even worse than Bia is doing. I mean, worse than Bia. Then some gullible people will still follow him behind. Okay. But I'm making this point because you guess who took the interim government to court? Sako. A criminal taking a whole government to court. He still did not win the case because they told him that he doesn't have the power anymore to do that. He has been impeached and removed. You are taking people to court when you don't have no power. You are no more in power, right? And guess what? Sako did not show up in court. He was outside, inside the car. He was spying at the verdict. The few gullible ones that he sent, they go and represent him there in court. They did not know Sako did not even come in court. President Chris Ano was in court, seated in front of the court like that, waiting. Sako was outside hiding, looking at this thing. When we have this kind of opportunities, we are in America. We want to be law-abiding citizens of and residents of America, because we don't want to get into trouble for what we know the law. When you know the law, then you go into trouble. They don't sorry you here. They'll say you are a person of law enforcement. You know the law, but you go and break the law. So we try to be within that line. Okay. But when we see someone who is so fraudulent, you cannot be following a fraudulent person behind, because you are just an accomplice of anything that he's doing. Don't say, no, it's not me, it's Sako. No. You are part of the crime that he's committing. Okay? That's what they call the brother in crime or sister in crime or whatever in crime. And America, they will follow you up till the last thing that you were doing. All this while, most of these people don't know that Sako does not even file taxes. You understand? All the money he's collected, they ask him in court, okay, you say that you have ownership of this. Can you give us the last year tax that you filed? There was no tax. That is, first of all, a crime in America. If you did not file your tax, and you still have to file that tax, okay? Sako did not file any tax. So the IRS don't have any record of Sako's filing taxes. So there's a lot of things. Before you take somebody to court in America, be very careful, because you can instead implicate yourself. That's why Sako did not go to court, because they can arrest him there for fraud. He was hiding inside a car. I'm telling you. The recent 1st of October, I wanna talk about this one, because when Comrade Chris Ano went to Nigeria, Sako has never gone to Nigeria. Never. Some of the surrogate, they say, imagine someone's wife is in the mortuary, but that person still has that courage, because he has already planned it ahead of time. Comrade Chris Ano will never buy bags of rice and ask his picture to be put in anything. The last year, when he went last year to Nigeria, Sako has never gone to Nigeria. He can never go to Nigeria. All along when he was the president, he never went to Nigeria, because he knows that he cannot raise that courage to go there. But what happened? President Chris Ano bought stuffs even before he arrived in Nigeria. Even though the wife was sick, the wife was in the hospital. The wife died on the eve of that time that he was supposed to go to Nigeria. But the wife was in the mortuary. On the 1st of October last year, Comrade Chris had to travel to Nigeria to celebrate with the refugees, our refugees in Nigeria. You know what these Sako fans were saying? Sako fans, supporters of Sako, they were saying, the food, that the bags of rice and everything that Comrade Chris went and gave the refugee, he has poisoned them. Just imagine the kind of mentality people have. The one they call it Omari Chama, it's a Nigerian woman who has some few years in Kumba, who grew in Kumba some few years. His name, her name is Omari Chama. She said, they went and gave rice that was poisoned. They went and gave food that was poisoned. So the one that Sako is giving there that they'll put his picture there like that. Pobia, CPDM. When you give something, they'll put your picture. What is all that for? That is a mentality that we are running from in CPDM. You are bringing that same mentality. Anything you do, they should put your picture there. Trust, honesty, all those things are gain. Okay, you gain the trust of people. You don't buy the trust of people. You don't buy support. Okay, you cannot ask people to put your picture. Oh, I'm the one who is giving you that. No. There are many people in America. Learn from them. They give. They have foundations. They give donation. You never see their name on any of those things. Never. They will tell you how much money they are donating to different organizations. You won't believe it, right? So why should you be having that CPDM style things? When Comrade Chris went to Nigeria, about 2 weeks before even going to Nigeria, they sent food stuff to the refugees there. Nobody heard anything about it. Okay. This year, the same thing. You never hear that there's a bag of rice, then they put picture of why? We want to help the refugee, help the needy. You don't do that. You don't put your picture in thing that you are giving like aid. Why do you put your picture there? You have your placard. This year, did you know that the IG, the interim government, gave food and all those things? No, because we would do it in that way that you don't even know. They'll have many projects with the refugees there, trying to send them to school and all those things. That's how things are happening there. But you don't have to talk it, say it loud to people. Let me bring one of our brother who has something to say about this guy. I know, but we don't want to talk much about this guy, but because of the way they are doing things, it's just make people mad sometimes. I'm telling you. It's just crazy that you have someone that has been entrusted, but he did not deliver. And when somebody is delivering now, they start bringing you, they start defining you what is recognition. These people, Sako can define about recognition. When they gave him money, almost $90,000, calculate that money in CFA, about 50 million. They gave you that kind of money to go and look for a law firm. There was no result, no result. I think that is why we are saying that when we have democracy, it's good. Because if you don't have democracy, people can do anything and nobody will give them any checks and balances, right? Nobody. But what happened with the monies that they gave him and all those ways to that, lots of money went like that. Lots of money. But we're just trying to keep cool, saying that, okay, maybe we'll do investigation and find out how that money went and who did what with the money, right? That's what we knew about that. But at the end of the day, when you pity a criminal, the criminal take you like a mugu. That's how Sako is. Anybody surrounding Sako now, it looks like mugu, like people who don't have sense. Because he's saying that I've been stealing your money, I've been doing all those things to you. You still cannot get sense. You still cannot have sense. You still believe that change. That's what he's saying now. all those people who are still behind him, that's what he's saying. And it's true. It's true because they believe him irrespective of all the atrocities that he has committed in this struggle. They still believe him and they know that he can still deliver. That's why they say Sako Tiboya for them. Yes. But I want to say this. When you commit crimes in America, the crimes never go away. That's one thing I want to say to you people. Because there will be time that will start do re-investigation on Sako. Yes. Re-investigation. It means that they will put investigation behind him and he cannot run away from that. Okay? But all those things will go into investigation on how to know what he has been doing and all the fraud. But there will be time when we start the investigation. And once we start the investigation, know that many heads are going to roll. A lot of heads. Because you see today, people don't donate to the struggle and because of what Sako did with my trip to Boya. And it discouraged a lot of people who were really devoted, committed members to the struggle. But if you trust somebody and you give that opportunity to that person, the person fails, most people cannot trust that person anymore. Most people cannot, except otherwise. Okay, you trust somebody one time, two times. That's what happened. Most people who don't want to put their money now is because Sako mismanaged those income that time. Then they said they can't be putting their money. They are honest. And someone like me, the only thing to do is to shift at the corner. I'll not tell you that that's what happened. I'll just leave you like that. There are people that you have to leave their corner. Leave them for you to survive. There are friends that you have to leave their corner. Leave their corner. You cannot climb that ladder with them. Else they will draw your leg and they will go up. Because they'll put you down. You can't lift them up together. While you are going, just go. Just forget about them. Because they'll pull you down. That's how we left Sako. Because it was good for the struggle. Yes. Because imagine if all of us were still behind Sako now. That same amount of money flowing behind him. Imagine how the thievery would have been continuing. Then when somebody is doing a breakthrough now, Sako is angry. Say they should bring proof. What proof did he bring in those two law firms that they gave money to Sako? Did he bring proof? Who gave that money to Sako to go and hire that law firm? All counties and AGs were giving money to the federal government. Much money. Because some of our money, even like my LGA and my county today, there are money that came through draft that I have not seen with my clear eye today like this. But it went to the federal government. Sako just took that money and just kept them. That's how it is. Any money that people pay through the federal government, most of those money were never seen because the LGAs, you have to write some. If you have any project, you have to write something, then the federal government is going to approve. So at the end of the day, it becomes so difficult to even get your money from the federal government account. The reason why most LGAs started having their own private account, their own LGA accounts. They said, no, send money to my LGA account. Don't send money to the federal government. We have a percentage that we give to the federal government, but you cannot keep counties' money, LG's money in your own federal account when we have the obligation to give, I think it was 20% of our income that we raise to the federal government for federal projects. But how many federal projects did Sako carry? You know how much? There were 62 LGAs. 62 LGAs, 13 counties. Imagine how much money was flowing to the federal government if each of them has to give 20% of their income. So you know what I'm talking about. That is how these people do not want to leave power. Because when they saw the money, I say, wow, man. They were paying Sako's house. They were paying Sako's house rent, right? Paying the wife, paying him salary. So he was earning monthly salary. His monthly income was around $6,000. His rent paid. Then other sources of income was there. You know of the CDC deal. You know of the other deals that was going around, right? Those were other sources of income. Then talk less of the other county and LGAs and all those people that are sending him money privately. We were sending Sako money that did not go into any account. Yes, oh, Mr. President, take this. This is the president basket. President basket. Money just go like that. Take. But at the end of the day, we did not care much, right? Yes, we did not care. But let me play this one from our brother. He said something very interesting, but I want you to listen to him because he's a member of the Restoration Council. He's a prominent member, and you just listen to him. He made some good points there, but because everybody is mad at Sako, right? Sako is the one that did not go for audit. Everybody went for audit. Sako did not go. Why? Because he's afraid of his record. Okay, he's afraid. And that's what happened. So let me play this so that you listen.
Yeah, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, Amazonian people, my great nation. I love you all Mani Cafe Day. I come for Una today for really air my surprise for some kind of people the way they call themselves, say doctor them. I mean, when you see this, when I listen for this audio for whether it say be Dr. Amungwa. Now the people then this way we talk say they go school for, but school no pass through them. They don't lost conscience. They even animals pass them. Amungwa is the open his dirty mouth for here. Say be man for IT. IT my head. Amungwa, when I don't lost, when I don't sell shame, when I buy disgrace. I know things say if you get conscience, you know for come open your filthy mouth for social media, talk say alert. Alert say what ye? Dirty mouth. Chris Anu don't do am. Your master, Sako no be fit for do am. For the past 4 to 5 years today, where you crown you like king. I don't know which side when I keep when I hearts. When I talk now, because it's still there for day, it's still clean. Time where they will really break all. I don't know which side when I will put when I filthy heads. Because not only the beginning this. Chris and you don't deliver. You dey talk dirty say TPP. That one na dirty, you understand? Amungwa. And nobody know say a person like you fit can begin make this kind of dirty noise. Sako dey for here, he never knock even one door for DC. Even as they make protest, he no fit come out can protest. Eh? We say he be making on 1st October celebration. Amungwa, we say una be there. Even this time, it bad for una sote una no fit keep audio them, whether video them sign up for air.
That point we were brother maker. Sako is staying for Washington DC. Oh, no forget. But he talk say Sako never ever knock door for that place, and that's true. Sako is staying for Washington. We now just 2 minutes for walk. Go meet up these senators them. Go meet all these people. They ask and say how many people where the man to go talk knock door. How many doors the man don't knock on? President Chris Arnold is staying for Texas, for Houston. You understand? That distance there like some 24-hour by driving. It there like some how many hours by plane? No, a small distance from Texas to Washington DC. So, but man, we stay for day. We all that years, and so Sako in Washington DC. He only collect money. Nothing in it do. And we too, without our donors to that time, we nobody check him too. Say, but the man do not wait with all the money then. President basket, you know how much money will come up for president? Only president basket alone. Because if they do draft that time, all county must get president basket. President will come out at least with 30,000, 20,000 for each county. Because now president basket. So that money they will go. It pay house rent, it pay woman, it pay you get own salary. The farmers they for down there they suffer, they don't get a material for work their farm them. But Monday earns 6,000 or more. So when one look at the history of this struggle, the people who don't really make the thing don't delay. Sako, Ayaba, that two people them. Now the worst put away. I don't know. Now first, now power monger people. They feel like power. They will move from chairman to commander-in-chief to president. Sako used to be the interim president. He wasn't the president. But he was there with the Restoration Council. Please, can you change my title? Change my title. I want you to. So it was Sako went to the Restoration Council to ask them to change his title from interim president, because we had the interim constitution. Okay, that's what we are using even now like this. We are using the interim constitution because we have the interim government. They must be used by the interim president. The Sako now rush there say, man, I want to be called the president, not the interim president. And then that way, they gave a move Sako now from the interim to the president. Yes. So you see, now man we do the plan, the thing them, and from the actions them, you will know, say, the I can place way, it don't make that man made the say Sako Tiboya. You understand? I mean, say anything we do, it no matter. They go support you, major be there for them. They like you, so I see there for the major be there. They went other put another they want to achieve something. The first way that they do now for counteract them. And I listen to the uncle.
If you never chop blood, so tell you the drunken at the blood. You know, if he ask Sako say, make you go put firepower for Fakode, especially for Tico when he on LGA, why would not the fool on herself? I say, why dirty Dr. Amungwa, why would not the fool on herself? You know, if you go talk for Sako say for show example, say the fight, make you go for Fako, he fight for day. Or for Tico, even for Tico when at some small village, make it fight for day. Now you LGA that. You way they talk so, if I'm not mistaken, you come on now for Momo. You all with Aringwa, when I don't make them, when I don't sell, as when I do work with Ayaba, so when I don't leave Ayaba, say me terrorize Momo people them. Make say me they turn against the revolution. Few days ago, Ayaba with the ADF, they take Wuna people, them slaughter them for daylight. You don't get balls for talk that kind of one. You can't talk about Christopher alert. Time where you
So you see, there are a lot of things that have been going on in the struggle where you see all these things, and we are in a democratic society where if somebody is underperforming, be any elected member, once you are underperforming, they either force you to resign, they either impeach you, they either remove you. Okay, those are the method that they do so that the next person can come in and do something better, right? But with this our own mentality, no, even person is not doing well, is not carrying out his functions well, we should allow him there. You see, that mentality where it has made La Republique has been destroyed, because the citizen people, they will be singing Dimabola to Bia every year. Dimabola song. They don't care. Dube Dimabola. Pobia is there. The country is going down. The citizen person no align because they are eating fat. The few people surrounding Sako there, those 10 people, 10 of them surrounding him there, they are the one eating fat. So they'll say, no, pa, stay there. If you come out, how will manage chop? Stay there, pa, no come out. Now so where they hang for you for your corner, then they chop. Then he did it. You know. So at the end of the day, who is being like a burden to the struggle? You know, because those are the people where they will go now, they say bring proof. President Chris Ano and the team, the cabinet members, are working behind the scene. They must not come and be telling you, oh, we are doing this, we are doing. No, they don't do that in diplomacy. But when you see the result, you start arguing. Say, may they bring proof. So I go say, may they bring proof for, say, a whole president for with the impeach him for. Martin Mungwa, Dr. Martin Mungwa, to the can't talk to me, they bring proof. That man with the China. Now, every that we they talk about it, so. May they bring proof. They find that proof. Now, so they carry case go court, they win never court. They say, may they bring proof, say case still don't do. This way, man. Chai! People, they dull. You see, till we concern America, if now Cameroon, if you talk say man go fake document, all thing they online. Go online and watch. Now he Sako go fake receipt, then go do thing. You see, yet to that man get talk no. America, you cannot fake. You cannot fake in America. You want something? Call the State Department. Call. Their number is there online. Call. They'll tell you that this thing is there. This thing is there. You want me to bring you proof how? Everything. When we have something like this, instead of people to jubilate, they will be asking questions. They will be saying, no, bring proof. Bring which proof? The U.S. Justice Department has recognized and acknowledged that the Federal Republic of Ambazonia is a foreign principal, right? Okay. It's a foreign country, it's a foreign with the name Federal Republic of Ambazonia. What is wrong with that? So that anything we do within the framework of America now, we as leaders or members of cabinet we are covered. So you want to be doing illegal things, then see, even I mentioned about the taxes. He did not even file taxes for what he's claiming to be collecting monies. Whereas any money you collect in America, you have to file the tax at the end of the year under that organization that you are. So the work of the legal firm is for diplomacy, is for your business or your country thing that you're doing. Anything that you do, the legal firm will be giving you those advice so that you don't get into legal trouble. I don't know how bad that is. Okay. Yes, this is not a recognition by the United States government of Ambazonian sovereign independence. No, it's just that, it's that acknowledgement that the people of Southern Cameroon, Ambazonia, via the Federal Republic of Ambazonia, are legally, I want you to understand that word. I'm a legal person. Legally. Now I'm saying anything you do in America is legal now. So that La Republic cannot come there and say, oh, go and arrest those people. Go and do this. No. Now the United States of America know that these people are here operating in America. Okay? And they are engaged in political activities within American political system. Okay? Why? To establish that sovereign authority over our homeland. I don't know why why people should bring proof for this. Which proof do you want? It's clear, right? Sako is the one that wants, for the past 7 years, Sako like that kind of environment where nothing can be auditing. Nothing can be audited. That is, you just do things. So just the same like what we are talking about Ayabana. The same thing about Ayaba. That they like those groups that they are the head. There's no election. There's no auditing. There's no checks and balances. I'm the CIC. Till reach Boya. Whenever that year we will reach that Boya, let them be there. That mentality of pobia. I cannot be under that kind of leadership. Not one day. Because you want somebody to be there forever, then there's no election. There's no accountability. There's no auditing. You just leave the person there. That is just to encourage corruption. And that same African country mentality, where one person would change constitution, election after election, go for first term, second term, third term. Come on, massa. Then which kind of country you want to build? What kind of country do you want to build in that kind of environment? Anyway, that's how we know of what Sako did, right? Now, Ayabacho, we are trying to build a country that we have to respect leadership. We have to respect constitution. We have to respect institutions. You want come say you want to go to collect tax. If you get good intention for go collect taxes, right? You would talk with the other leaders. You would talk with the other groups, so that go before one village called Guzang. You go harass that people for that village. Then how we will do collect tax for the other affluent too? Or how? But with the talks with this system of taxes, fine because it encourage this kidnapping and ransom taking. Because you go harass people who you don't even know their income level. You don't know. But through a computerized system, you will know say the man is salary for example, $100. or 100,000, right? Okay, inside that 100,000, we'll take even 5,000 for that person. That one makes sense. But it can be harmonious. And first, the way that they do them, they only do not through that kind of thief way. The way now you see the interim government, no one encourage that, because we try to raise money from the diaspora to help the people back home. Okay, because we know the people back home now, they are not working, they are under crisis. In times of war, you don't do that to the people. You cannot tax people who are not working. You cannot tax people who don't have businesses. It doesn't make sense. Yes, we know some people are farmers, but those people are managing their life. The businesses, the civil servants, those are the people that you can tax. They know that they are working every month. They will make this amount. Okay, they can give this for the struggle. Every month they can make this amount. They can give this for the struggle. That makes some sense, But you cannot go so handedly. You say you are creating a tax system. This is the system. You alone and your group cannot even give account since this struggle started. How much money ADF, AGOFC have collected? What area of jurisdiction do they control? Because you cannot just say you go and collect tax everywhere, just be doing that. Massa, then we hear now of the Guzang massacre. Who caused them? Ayabacho, ADF, AGOFC. They themselves, they say it. This is not somebody saying it, right? Oh, the prince of Krugwe, bam, they cut his head. Now who do them? Ayaba, AGOFC, and 1 year, the one for Florence, Aya for Camp, AGOFC, they say they'll cut that guy head. They cut that guy head. Now that guy with the water. Aya for Florence, Aya for. They cut his head. You want come again? Oh, that one where they say they bury some person alive. Now what happen? Now who then do have na Ayaba? Go now to General the way they do kill him. From General Ivory, time with General Ivory we die. No, La Republic military kill those military then, so those generals. From Ivo, you go to Amigo, to Chacha. Even the one the way they live fight, na still ADF make they live fight. Even Nambere one run to na still ADF. Now they show you road to go. We Sako, Capo went right to Nigeria, negotiated with Ellie Smith and all these people. Nambere run fight. Even the one where they plenty where they run to. But imagine how one group don't cause havoc for the struggle. So there comes now the recent one where we happen. The two guys. We don't get a very good game. Then ADF now they can't bring that thing. They kill that boys and now it just wipe out the game. Every time we'll get some good thing will happen. ADF to do one to a bad. One smile, one big small happiness. Sako come on your own side, it bring your own thing. These two people so. But there's time for everything. Yes, there's time for everything. Recognition is a process. When you move one step front, some people they push you back again. You go one step back. Now a process. It is start with this registration. It go now to take the name. You see, first now our name now will use them. Imagine when this struggle will start. No one country in the world will ever call it Amazonia. No one. They will see the calling and nowhere, south, nowhere. Now we don't make and so they well now don't know we. They recall one name them. So they register one name now saying a Federal Republic of Amazonia. Then suppose they say, show proof. This before. Show proof waiting. The opportunity where they be give una loss. Both Ayaba and Sako, they lost those opportunities. The opportunity will go be get time for go Switzerland. Ayaba no go. The opportunity will go be get time for go Canada. Sako no go. When you don't want to collaborate with your other groups and other members, but you feel say all team must come through you, you are a failure. Because in any company, any organization, teamwork, the number one way they will tell you, teamwork. If you don't get team spirit, you will ever fail for that organization. And that is what would always be happy with the Comrade Chris Ano. Now, person where he know teamwork. Now, he be the only leader way he try to bring all leaders in together. But some leaders, as in saying as they see, if they say, oh no, they are not there. They want it must be at them. It must be at them. If not be at them, that in no worker. That mindset now I don't draw this struggle to today, so go for the place as today. So the Amazonian people them they beg leader then I beg them say, when I know we even gather she don't talk. For how long will beg leaders and for she done together may they even talk on behalf of the people? May they leave their ego them. No na one time, no na two time, no na three time. We come a Christo beg people beg. You don't bring kind people them for ABS TV. But leaders will come. They will come. That's what they make. They can't leave their ego. They don't say they be leader now for the Amazonian people. They don't be leader for themselves. Would they blast this appointed governor, appointed senator, appointed parliamentarian? Because they don't go through election, right? But if you are if you're a leader, you have to answer to your people. That is democracy. For the people, by the people, for the people. It's democracy. You cannot be a leader. Then you need to listen to it. You put the one time. All the leaders, so they fixing at them. That's what they make. That's what they buga. They call and say buga no buga. They don't know say they didn't because of the people them more. They fixing at them. If not at them, all things spoil. They must calm down for that their high horse. They must calm down. If not, all they will be na failures. Failures. They will remember all them for all the failures. Now 7 years this way, we don't go far for this crisis. Far. Then at these people then so they bring me back. I end my case for day. Thank you for watching. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. I know you're watching from across the world. Please hit your share button, hit your other button so that you can. I'll be coming back again tomorrow or so, depending on what time I finish. Okay. Yeah. So please hit your share button, and hope seeing you guys. Okay, tomorrow, depending on how it happens. All right. Have a good one, and God bless you.